be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive of these badass Overland rigs. I'd like to drive every one of them. This is your All-Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and we are live. Mills Creek Brewery, who is the hosting area for the Nashville Overland Toy Drive. And I do this every year, and I thought, well, this year we're just going to do it live. I'm just going to walk around. We'll talk live and see what's going on. But I wanted to kind of show everybody what was going on here. And cheers, Merry Christmas, all that. Happy Hanukkah, and all that. So let's see here. I want to flip the camera around, and we'll go through some trucks. So be sure to let me know in the comments whether you can hear me or not. So, I see one person's made it in. All kinds of fun stuff. The new Rivian SUV. SUV's freaking wicked. I love that, man. It's jacked up there at the moment. It's in the off-road mode. But normal Toyotas, 4Runners. You can't have an Overland event without a 4Runner. And this one, I like the fact that it's looks like it was just pulled from somebody's yard, and they were like, hey, we're going to make a badass Overland rig out of it. Heavy-duty Dodge Rams there. Pretty badass. I like the wheels on that. Vision wheels. I like that. Puppies. You can't have Overland without puppies. But check out the Mercedes Exploring van. This is badass. It's 2500 Rockvale 4x4. Got some KO2s on there. Looks pretty cool. I like the side outlet exhaust dump there. Thing is pretty wicked. Gotta love that. I got a little bumper action on that thing. That's pretty cool, man. I'm not seeing anybody do any bumpers for these. So that's a nice surprise. We got the Sequoias there, which I love quite a bit. Me and Kelly would own a Sequoia in a heartbeat. Once again, another 4Runner. Great looking 4Runners. They still look great, man. I don't know about you guys, but these 4Runners, just look at it next to the more modern Sequoia. It still just looks modern. Had they just update the damn drivetrain to these things, but you know, you got to be Overland. You got to have some rotor packs on there, so that's pretty cool. I like the dual gate of the bumper there. That's pretty nice. It's a good looking ladder. It's not Gobi by any means, but that's a really cool looking ladder on there. Once again, it's got the double gate on it, which is a lot nicer, a lot lighter. So if you're looking, oh, it's got a tabletop too. See the tabletop there? That's pretty cool. But 4Runners everywhere. Look at the beefy C4 bumper on this thing. Wow, that's nuts. Look how big that the side of that thing is. Of course, you got to have the snorkel on there. Ooh, Kings. They've spent some money on that. That's badass. Of course, it looks like they got some KO2s or KM2s on there. Oh, those are threes. I love the rooftop tent on this thing. Somebody invested a lot of money into this rig. Good lights. Look at that. Good lights on that thing. But good looking rig. I love how the Toyotas and Nissan does it with their Frontiers now, how you're able to get away with the half bumpers. Of course, they do the cuts. I forget what they call these cuts that they do on these things. But nice integrated way into the bumper there. That's pretty cool. Because a lot of times you just see them, they just cut the plastics. So that's cool. I'm seeing less and less FJs, which bums me out because during the pandemic, man, these things were going for ridiculous prices. But just a little bit less and less that I'm seeing them out. I don't know if people are wanting to use them as collectors or not. A rough country lift on that thing. It's not bad. Lights are on. Let's see what we got. VR Evo, so that is a Warren winch in that thing, 10,000 pound. Plenty to lift that bad boy up. Discovery. Now, you know, Discovery's in this form, you're like, boy, look, they put some KO2 tires on it. Looks like some sort of lift of some sort on there, which is, got to love that. Got to love that. And I have to say, I'm a little bummed my buddy Jim's not with me to point out all these cool rigs. But is what it is. Now, Jeeps, you gotta have Jeeps. No doubt about it. I love this Stingray Gray. I think that's what they call it. Those wheels look great on that color. Really cool. What kind of aftermarket top? What are we doing with the top on this thing? That's a Rhino rag. No, it's gray. Okay, looked black for a minute. No, it is. It's just, okay, it's the basic top on that. But got a Rhino rack on there. That's pretty cool. Nice rear bumper. 4Runner once again. You're going to see just 4Runners everywhere. If it's an Overland kind of event, you're going to see it there. Now, one of my dream rigs, well, this is the LX450, but I love the 80 series Toyota Land Cruisers. Probably my favorite all-time SUV, off-road SUV anyways, because you can put 35s on them fairly easy. Engine's a little weak, but you can dump a V8 in those things. Now this bad boy, look at this Tacoma. This thing has definitely been abused. Look at all the pinstriping on it. Gotta respect that. I gotta respect somebody. Actually, I mean, people like to build them and just drive them around town, which is fine. But I love the fact that when you see them just kind of beat the piss, and they just seem to, hey man, I'm gonna use what I built and enjoy it for what it is. Looks like a Schrockworks bumper on there. It's hard to tell. Factor 55 hook on it. It's pretty cool. FJ-ish. The cool thing about the Lexus is you can get it's basically an FJ. All the parts work on it. Looks really cool. You guys know I like Xteras. Me and Kelly's owned a few Xteras. Z1, our buddies there in Atlanta. Definitely in-house. We do love Z1. That looks to be a Schrockworks bumper on that. I would say it's been Titan swapped. It's hard to say. It's been a minute since I've paid attention to Titan swapping, but looks cool. Nissan guys always get, they always have to get repped out here, and you don't see a ton of them around. But definitely, I love the fact that Nissan guys are out there. This Pathfinder here looks cool. But Nissan guys are out there doing it, having fun, man. It's an affordable, especially these Pathfinders. You can find a V8 Pathfinder. And 315 horsepower, which in today's numbers doesn't sound ridiculous, but you get all that V8 fun. So you can find Nissan did some fun V8 stuff. They didn't do it in the Frontier, but they did it in the Pathfinder. Here's another Sequoia. Really cool. So Lexus, look at this thing. I love that. I love that grill they've put on this. What size tires we running on this? What are they, Falcon Wild Peaks? Where you at? Yeah, the true 35s on that. Looks cool. But I love these Lexuses, man. I like the fact that you can get a V8 in these things and just has some power. It's a Lexus, so it's going to ride comfortable. So hit or miss on the grill. I like it, but I don't know if it would be for me. But of course, you see our Bronco over there. We've been ducked of sorts. Okay, interesting duck on there. But now Mark's Bronco, and here's Wild Track. And Mark, of course, it's locked. He's in there at the brewery, but he did some cool. It's hard to see, but he did some cool Star Wars seats in there. The Death Star's in there on that. You can go follow him at Wild Track at AT Track. Go follow him over there. It's part of the Bad Patch that they had to wait forever to get their Broncos, which is really cool. Cactus Gray, you guys know Cactus Gray always has a special place in my heart. I love that color. Of course, this is a Wild Track as well. You can tell by the glossy. It's like a Badlands front end with the glossy plastics. We're about to make some changes on ours. Ooh, look at the orange Sequoia TRD, dude. That's badass. That is the one big SUV right now me and Kelly would own in a heartbeat. Looks like they put a matte finish on that as well. Yeah, that looks like an exoscale flat on there. Dude, I'm going to have to get some photos of this thing later because I love that flat finish on that. That just changes the color, and I love the color already, but man, that is wicked. I love that. Kelly's going to hate when she sees this because that flat just works so well with that. Of course, they blacked out the tail lights on this thing. Big beefy tires. What do they got on this thing? Look like 35s. Yep. 35, 12, 15, 18s on this thing with the TRD. Of course, this is a TRD setup, so that's pretty cool. But that is wicked. I love that thing. Let's see, there's another GX. Ugh. Some Subaru. I'm telling you, man, these are such a bargain right now because you can get any of these, and I'm pretty sure that it's basically a FJ Cruiser. but you can get some luxury features with it, you know. And once again, you can find these with a V8. Pretty cool, of course. Subi. We're at the launch of some of these vehicles for the Subaru. Rooftop tent on that, very cool. Land Rover's over there, very nice. The old Nissan Xterra. Look at the Xterra next to the 4Runner. They both still look good, man. I don't know, I'm sad that you don't see body on frame SUVs like this anymore, but they just both fit well, and I think that looks great. Of course, we got more of a stock TRD trim on that one there. And I love the fact that it's dirty. Now, look at this Defender. I want to say I've seen this in here last year. I may not have, but look at that thing. It's clean. Looks good. Now, hopefully it runs all the time, because that's the problem with the Defenders, was keeping them running. They were, look good, built outside well, but motor-wise, you gotta keep up with maintenance on these vehicles. But this, for a lot of people, this is what overlanding is. For a lot of people, this is the ultimate rig, and I respect it. I don't know that I could own one, because I don't know that I could keep it running all the time. Pretty cool. Check this one out. Oh, look at the Autobot symbol on the wheels. That's badass. And here's there's their social media on that if you want to follow this one here. Got some Christmas lights up there. Pretty freaking cool. Love that Range Rover. Got Autobot stuff everywhere, man. It's good to know in case we're in danger here. Once again, here's a different Defender. Looks cool. Now, this is our buddy Jason here, who is a Bronco owner. This is his TRX. And Jason's TRX is, I love it. I asked him, I said, is this Racing Stripes factory? And he's like, no. He goes, this is my color I like to add to vehicles. And very fitting for that TRX. And, bumpers, stuff like that, but pretty much factory. Looks great. And I wish people watched our videos on TRX more, because, man, I love the fact that, Ram went for it with that truck. And they did. And sadly, it's going to a straight 6, but still a good looking vehicle. Of course, you gotta have the old Blazers. One of the OGs of off-roading. People would grab these. I remember seeing them in the late 80s, early 90s. People would just go grab them, because you could get them fairly cheap, build them up fairly easy, and go have some fun. And let's see, normal Z71 there. What do we got next to it? Ooh, an 80 series. There's some more to show you, but this particular one, it looks like it's went through the mill a little bit, but this is my favorite body size of SUV. I love these things. They're so expensive, though. Just so expensive to buy on these, and for good reasons, because they're highly desirable, because, they are one of the best vehicles out there overall. Straight axles, front and rear, and you can take and beat on it. Pretty easy to fix. We got a Ram 2500, it looks like here. Yep, 2500 heavy duty. Look at that rooftop tent. I think we saw this one last year, but love the solar setup on that. Got the Max Trax up there on the roof. It's got a shower there, so you can take some warm showers. Looks very cool. Look at this light bar on this thing. That is a expensive light bar, and a vehicle like this deserves it. You don't cheapen out. If you're going to build a full-size heavy-duty truck like this to explore all across the country, don't cheapen out. But great looking FJ there. No farms, no food. Heck yeah, rural Tennessee here. We live by that. That's a 4Runner there. A lot of Lexus this year. Of course, this is I believe this is a 200 Land Cruiser. I don't know what has winch dangling out there, but sometimes you want to let it dangle. But nice rooftop tent on that. Oh, these little things. What were these? Oh, the Commander. For some reason, they never caught on, and I believe you could get a V8 with these things. And you could have, it was kind of the successor to the Cherokee of this time. And I don't know what, they just never caught on for some reason. Oh, look at this little Lexus. They put a Toyota front grille on. Pretty badass. And vehicles everywhere. This place is, a lot of people have left because we're towards the end of the day on this thing. Just a lot of people over here, man. And I love the fact that they're collecting toys for Vanderbilt Hospital in Nashville, Tennessee. So we try to support this any way we can. I'll be honest, these videos never do well for us, and I don't care. I just want to come out and support this. Me and Kelly try to bring a lot of toys for the kids. You guys may or may not know, I had a daughter go through cancer treatment at Vanderbilt, so it's kind of close to my heart, the work they do over there. So I do like to support Vanderbilt Children's Hospital any way I can. Back here, a lot of Nissans here this year. There's another Pathfinder over there. See if we can find old Jim Bob. Oh, I know that Bronco over there. You guys probably hadn't seen it, but Gen 1 Bronco shows up to our Middle Tennessee Bronco meets. Not as many Jeeps as you would think you'd see here this year. But they're lining up. They're going to get on the RTI ramp. And they've bugged me, especially when we first got our Bronco. They bugged us to come over here and do it. And I'm like, I don't have any reason to swing my dick at an RTI ramp. But if you built the ultimate flexi rig, totally 100%. Nashville Pro 4X there. Nice cell antenna, I believe, on that thing. But yeah, Bronco guys. This thing he parked next to us at one of our local meets. It was really cool. Nice, pretty clean rebuild there. Of course, it's got antique tags, so he can only go when he can go. Another 80. And there's Mills Creek's, that's their Bronco. Mills Creek Overland and automotive. They do all kinds of fun stuff over here. Yeah, this is the creme de la creme to me. Look at this. This thing is badass. Oh, they still got the old ropes on it. Looks cool. Super basic. You know, that's the thing with these old off-road SUVs and trucks like this. They were just super basic. Just was enough to get the job done, and that's all you need, right? You didn't need comfort, but it's got the cool camel trophy sticker on the back there. Now, they've got a couple more things back here. There's a G-Wagon back here that my daughter would fall in love with. I love the van here, the little 350 van. Looks like it might be leaking a little oil or something, but I love the pinstriping on that thing, man. That's pretty badass. Of course, we got a G-Wagon here that supposedly was getting a soft top. They were going to cut it up and put a soft top on it, which is nuts to me. Just freaking nuts. But gotta get over here. I'm going to do a story with these guys over here at Mills Creek Overland, because a lot of these are their rigs, man. They build this stuff, and I want to drive this. So I really do. This is pretty freaking fun. I love that.
$5 a picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's world famous Jim Bob, Nashville Overland.
Jim Bob.
That's right, man. You've seen Jim Bob on the Nissan channel. You went to the Titan adventure with us. And got somehow swung that. Wait a minute, I gotta do this. Somehow was able to get this character into the, where did we go? Jackson? No, we went Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City, Provo,
That's
Utah.
Right. That was so much fun.
That was an awesome trip.
Remember
Blue
how much
Sky Valley or whatever it was called.
We scared Nissan their bar tab.
Yeah, they came down and shut us out. So hey, no more old fashions.
That's right. We had to talk to Wendy Orthman over there and be like, Wendy, are you really shutting us down? That was like the first night, right?
I don't know, but Crazy Danny came down to the hot tub in his Groot suit.
Oh yeah. Oh, it got in the pool.
A hot tub.
Yeah.
He might have gotten in the pool. I don't know.
That was when I had surgery. So Jim Bob was nice enough to help me get my gear on the plane. But after that, how we got separated after that, because we were coming to the same place. They put us on different flights, which sucked. You had a direct flight.
No, we had the same flight. We sat next to each other.
No, on the way back.
On the way back. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go through Minneapolis. It was awful. But dude,
I had direct.
How has the event turned out for you so far?
It's been a lot bigger than anticipated.
Yeah.
Biggest one we've ever had.
Yep. Collecting a lot of toys, I see.
A lot of toys over there. A lot of vehicles out there in the field. You know, the rain held out, which is
so far
kind of a first.
Yeah, I was telling Kelly that. It's like every time she goes, what kind of shoes do I wear? And I'm like, I'm wearing boots.
Ones? Yeah.
I'm wearing boots because I know this place. Yeah.
When I left the house this morning, I said, hey, don't wear your nice shoes. To my wife, I was like, don't wear them. Just bring some shit. Talking mushrooms. Sorry. That's right.
So
this is a kid-friendly channel. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. This is not favorite. I'm drinking beer here. Where's your rig?
It's up front.
Where at?
Right up front.
Oh, what are you driving now? A 4Runner?
Yeah, 4th gen 4Runner.
Wow, man, we all make mistakes, right?
Well, yeah, buying a Nissan was one. Yeah.
Right. You start there and you hopefully move up, right?
Yes.
I watched the video where you had some brake issues.
Yep.
Everything all tidied up now?
It's all tidied up.
Well, how was Windrock? Because you texted me after Windrock. You said, Dave, I'd seen some of your, where you guys were on 22 and some of these trails. You thought, oh, it'll be fun. You know, I've talked to you years about, hey, we need to get you over there. And you took a group over there. And how was it?
Well, 22 was disappointing. I've hit 22 multiple times in my Nissan. Mm-hmm. And it was always a good time. And
did you ever break in that Nissan?
No.
That's breaking news, sir.
I did break my Titan.
Well, that's...
yeah, it's Titan.
It's a Titan. We don't discuss those things.
No, I don't think I ever broke the old Frontier.
Well, that should tell you something.
I did break
right?
a CV axle, but that was my fault.
Well, that's just what it is for front. You're gonna break a CV in that, and Broncos, by the way. You're gonna break CVs in those as well. Out of all these things that you don't own, what is your favorite kind of rig out here?
Man, that's a hard one.
I know, because there's so many cool rigs out here.
So many cool rigs out here. If I could have any of them, it'd probably be that G-Wagon over there.
Yeah, my daughter. My daughter.
Yeah.
And supposedly, I'm talking to some guys, they're going to cut the roof off of that or something?
Not that one. Probably the guys in the back. So
oh, maybe.
2 of them here.
Okay. All I heard was cutting the roof off a G-Wagon. I was like, what?
No, not that one.
Yeah, I was like, that one's a little too nice to be doing that.
Yeah. But if I could have it'd probably be an older G-Wagon than that.
Yep.
If I could afford it.
Ain't that true? The Series 80 for me.
80 series is great.
Yeah, you gotta love an 80 series out there because, for one, they kind of started the whole SUV off-road thing. I think, anyways.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted those, and notice how somebody just turned their back on us. Like,
yeah, how rude is that?
I know. How rude is this? Look, they just ignore us. Like it doesn't mean anything.
What up?
Well, it's Mr. Mills Creek himself, man. Somehow I snuck into some of his Instagram feeds.
And,
then you did.
I jumped in right after you. Yep. I was trying to get a whole 3-way.
I know we could have had a whole threesome going on. An Overland threesome. That's
would have been like a Bronco 3, like 2 Broncos, 1 4Runner.
Anyways, man, I'm glad. We're always going to come to this thing unless you just somehow do it when I'm having surgery or something.
Yeah,
something strange.
Don't have surgery in December.
Well, that's the gift that keeps on giving. So, guys, definitely, if you're in the Middle Tennessee area, even if you're not, we brought some people from Kentucky here.
Kentucky, Georgia.
One's from Ohio. They came down to support this thing.
Rustic Mountain Overland from Alabama came up.
Yeah. So support you. This one's going to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, which I love a lot. I was telling them I had a kid go through cancer treatment there. Love what they do. Love the fact that you're collecting toys from them. So, Jim Bob, keep it up, buddy.
Hey, appreciate it. You go get on with your tour. Great to see you, Dave.
All right, dude.
All Terrain Nation, y'all have a good one.
All right, dude. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. Now, if I could get the screen to do right, let's go back. All right. Maybe I can get rid of that. All right. So, it's kind of the tour here. Yeah, that G-Wagon is not going to get cut up because that thing's too pretty. But he said there was one back there somewhere that is. Once again, if you're in the Middle Tennessee area, come see these guys at Mills Creek Overland Automotive. They go by a couple different names, but they're, as you can see, people trust them with a lot of expensive vehicles. So that should tell you something. They're always backed up. So you're definitely going to need an appointment to that and check their stuff out and have some fun. Yeah, no, YouTube, that thing is, I seen it on their channel a few weeks ago, and I love that thing. I love that. I've been looking for a 350 diesel, not the extended van, but because you can get them straight axle. It'd be a fun vehicle to build. I've been looking for something like that, but sadly it would probably never do well on my channel. Sadly. All right, so let's walk back over here once again. You can see them on the RTI ramp over there, having fun. It's a good time to check out to see what it can do. So, oh, look at that. I didn't even catch the 80 with the kind of throwback graphics on it, the white one there. Oh, man, I will own one of these days. I will have one of these, and I will have a lot of fun with it. And I'm not a big ARB bumper guy, but I probably put just the ARB bumper on it. That seems to be a knockoff that is Iron Man. But I love the graphics on that, the throwback look to it. My wheels are dirty. So I'm going to end on this one here. This Sequoia is probably my favorite of the day. And not that there's a lot done to it. I love the flat look to that. I think it looks Looks great. And yeah, Tennessee Toyota on that one. Oh, look at there. Our buddy John and Natalie's got rock sliders on that thing. White Knuckle Off-Road Products. But this is probably my favorite of the day. I haven't seen that, the orange, not Code Orange, I forget what they call their orange, but I haven't seen that in that Exo Spell, the flat look to that, and I think it looks good. So, whether it be two-wheel drive, wait, did I do it? Nope, messed it up. Yes, that is amazing. So whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or these badass every rig, I want to drive. You guys know, I just want to drive them off. It's been your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and we're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.